Welcome to Top 5 Best Buying Reviews. The Best A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is probably one of the most anticipated prequels to the epic Game of Thrones saga, delving into the lives of Ser Duncan the Tall and his squire, Hedge, during a time of great upheaval and political intrigue centuries before the events of the original series, promising a rich tapestry of character development, political maneuvering, and the burgeoning legend of two iconic figures. Number 5. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Step into a world of honor and duty. This is the story of a knight's journey through a land of intrigue. Experience the epic saga. Delve into the rich tapestry of George R.R. Martin's acclaimed series. Discover the power struggles and ancient prophecies that shape the realm. It's a tale for the ages. Follow the path of a young squire as he strives to become a knight. Witness his trials and the choices he must make. His destiny awaits. The Seven Kingdoms are fraught with danger and deception. Loyalties will be tested, and alliances will shift. Can he navigate the treacherous political landscape? This is more than just a story, it's a legend in the making. Discover the courage and resilience required to stand against the darkness. His name will be remembered. Explore the vast and detailed world that has captivated millions. From the frozen north to the sunny south, adventure awaits at every turn. Immerse yourself in this unforgettable universe. What we like. Dive into the rich history of Westeros. This book explores the legendary Targaryen dynasty and the origins of dragon power. If you are a fan of complex family sagas and the lore behind the dragons, this is a must-read. What people say. The story follows the TV series exactly, or maybe the other way around. It is a great read and the sketches along the way add to the charm. Both Ser Duncan the Tall Dunk and the child Prince Aegon Egg are quite likable characters that have engaging adventures that are mostly not likely to be world-changing. The first three stories of Egg and Dunk are so wonderfully and lightly written, I ended up reading them quicker than I intended to. Martin is at his best here, set in the same world that many of us fell in love with in A Song of Ice and Fire, but with simplified storylines that you can breeze in and out of at will. Number 4. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, Nintendo Switch. Get ready for some fun. Everyone is invited to join Mario, Sonic, and their friends for exciting sporting events. It's time to show off your best moves. Compete in a variety of party games on the track, in the gym, the ring, or the water. There are dozens of different games for everyone to enjoy. Skateboard, surf, and race your way to victory. With more than 30 events to master, you can prove your skills to your friends in multiplayer mode. The whole team is here. Play as Mario, Sonic, or choose from a star-studded cast of colorful characters from your favorite games. Dive into unique dream events that add a fantastical twist to reality. Experience thrilling challenges like hoverboard races and karate action. Don't miss the epic story mode that takes you back to 1964 for classic, retro 2D sports events. Relive the past in a whole new way. Play however you want on your Nintendo Switch. Enjoy motion and button controls, single or dual Joy-Con, and various multiplayer options. What we like. Get ready for a fun-filled competition with beloved characters. It offers a wide variety of Olympic events and unique dream events for chaotic fun. If you're looking for a game to play with friends and family, offering both classic and fantastical sports challenges, this is the perfect choice. What people say. There are two main modes for the quick game non-story mode, the 2020 Tokyo Games, and the mid-century Tokyo Games from the last century. There are a lot of sport games represented, from team sports like soccer and volleyball to individual sports like rock climbing and surfing. The story mode does include both the modern and retro games, along with going around a map and traveling between Olympic buildings on a map and learning about the venue's historical importance by talking to the NPCs scattered around the venues. Graphics and sound are both the bright and colorful you would expect from the franchise. The game looks great and it's always amusing to run your favorite Mario and Sonic characters through various sporting events. Number 3. George R.R. Martin's A Game of Thrones 5-book boxed set. Step into the world of Westeros with this complete collection. It's a saga of power, magic, and betrayal that will keep you on the edge of your seat. This boxed set brings you all 5 books of the acclaimed Song of Ice and Fire series. Immerse yourself in the intricate plot and unforgettable characters. Discover the stories of noble houses vying for control of the Iron Throne. Witness the rise and fall of dynasties in a land where winter is always coming. Explore a rich tapestry of political intrigue, ancient prophecies, and mythical creatures. The fate of the Seven Kingdoms rests on the choices made by its inhabitants. This is the ultimate collection for any fan of George R.R. Martin's masterpiece. Own the complete series and relive the epic battles and dramatic twists. Join millions of readers who have been captivated by this groundbreaking fantasy series. It's an adventure you won't want to miss. What we like. Experience the complete saga of Westeros. This collection offers deep dives into the political machinations and character arcs that define the series. If you enjoy sprawling narratives, morally gray characters, and intricate world building, this boxed set is for you. What people say. George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire is the story that we need to heed right now. Yes, this is a series with all of the trappings of high fantasy, including knights, fair maidens, sorcerers, giants, and dragons. But unlike most works of the genre, the tropes don't allow a satisfying escape from the frustrations of the modern world. Instead, they help readers explore character motivations, cultural norms, and political predicaments that speak to our own experiences in life. Martin is well read in history, and many details in his books are inspired by real events and peoples from the Middle Ages. Despite his attention to detail, reenactment is not what motivates him to tell his tale. When discussing his priorities as an author, Martin has repeatedly paraphrased Faulkner, saying, "The only thing worth writing about is the human heart in conflict with itself." Indeed, the characters of the story are often challenged by wrenching moral dilemmas, and the choices they make have powerful consequences for their lives and the lives of others. The titular ice and fire subtly evoke our collective capacity for rage and desolation, but more obviously they serve as the framing supernatural conceits of the series. Like in many horror stories, the people of Martin's otherwise realistic setting are caught unawares as inexplicable forces awaken to encroach upon their safety and normalcy. Unlike most horror stories, though, this supernatural presence enters in the midst of heated squabbles, betrayals, atrocities, revolutions, and escalating warfare across the human world. Number 2. Fire and Blood, the Targaryen Dynasty. Step back in time, 300 years before the events of Game of Thrones. Discover the epic saga of the Targaryen dynasty, the dragon riders who shaped Westeros. Witness the rise and fall of House Targaryen. This is the story of their triumphs, their tragedies, and the dragons that fueled their power. Explore the history of the most iconic family in Westerosi lore. Their reign was marked by ambition, betrayal, and the roar of dragons. Understand the events that led to the Dance of the Dragons. It's a tale of civil war, family feuds, and the ultimate struggle for the Iron Throne. Delve into the chronicles of Westeros' most powerful rulers. This is the essential companion to the world you thought you knew. Journey through centuries of Targaryen rule. From Aegon's conquest to the devastating civil war, their story is one of fire and blood. What we like. Explore the tumultuous history of the Targaryen dynasty. This book details centuries of their rule, including epic dragon battles and civil wars. If you're fascinated by the rise and fall of powerful families and the impact of dragons on Westerosi history, you should pick this up. What people say. It is written not as a book Martin wrote, but one he transcribed, from the original text by Archmaester Gildane. It will require some work on the part of the reader. The lines have been drawn, and we are being asked to fill in the colors with our imaginations. This participatory reading is what can make history so engaging. It takes work, but the work pays off. Very good quality print, with nice illustrations. There was no packing in the box, but the book arrived in good condition, brand new, with no damage to the shirt or pages. As to the content, even though it is written like a history tome as put down by Westerosi maesters, it is a good read and provides insight into Targaryen conquest and their eventual downfall. It chronicles the Targaryen rulers of Westeros, from Aegon the Conqueror to the end of Aegon III's regency period. Martin does a good job with characters in this book though, even if they appear briefly. The Valerians, in particular, are very well developed and so much attention is paid to the Sea Snake and Alan Oakenfist, and all of that was very enjoyable for me. Number 1. The Hedge Knight, the graphic novel. Step into a world of chivalry and adventure. Experience the thrilling saga of a young Hedge knight's journey. Discover the rich lore and intricate details of this beloved fantasy world. It's a visual masterpiece brought to life. Witness the stunning artwork that perfectly complements an epic narrative. Every page is a work of art. Whether you're a long-time admirer or new to the legend, this graphic novel offers an unforgettable experience. Bring home the magic and heroism. This is the definitive edition you won't want to miss. What we like. Experience a beloved prequel in a new visual format. This graphic novel brings the adventures of Ser Duncan the Tall and Aegon V Targaryen to life. If you prefer visual storytelling or want an engaging introduction to the world of Westeros, this is an excellent option. What people say. The art is clean and expressive, capturing the gritty medieval tone of the world, with well-drawn action scenes and memorable character designs. It offers a refreshing look at Westeros through the eyes of characters who aren't lords or kings, just a hedge knight trying to do what's right in a harsh world. Attention to detail and artistic continuity continue from frame to frame. You can find the Amazon purchase link in the description below. Hope this video can be helpful to you. Thanks for watching.